little shopping party here with plenty of sweets, sips, and great shopping. So without further ado, let's go ahead and we'll start off with our first question here. So obviously, Kelly, Madonna and Lourdes work on this collection together. What influences do you see from each of them on the collection?
Well, you'd be surprised that it's mostly Lourdes, to be honest with you, and of course Madonna oversees everything, but Lourdes has a real eye for fashion, and she goes through and she looks at the decades through that her mom's fashion has changed, and they decided to go with like the Material Girl, New York, 1980s, and they've developed from that, and it's really interesting to see how they do work together.
Excellent, that's great. So the mother-daughter duo, no arguments, they agreed a lot?
I haven't seen an argument. I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't at all. But, you know, they're a real mother and daughter. They like a real good relationship.
And I think we can all identify with that.
Yes, I certainly can.
Good. So what would you say Material Girl represents to you?
For me, one of the main reasons I wanted to be involved with Material Girl is because of one of their slogans is that there's a material girl in all of us. And there's something for everyone, and it's about a girl that wants to take risks, that loves fashion, and doesn't care what people say they're going to wear because it makes them feel good.
Right, those are all great answers. I think we can all identify with that. And then how has Madonna been a personal influence on you?
Oh my god, I could go on forever with that one. I've been the hugest Madonna fan my whole life. I mean, I covered one of her songs, for God's sake. And for me to be sitting here right now being the face of her brand could not be a bigger honor. I mean, it was one of the coolest experiences of my life to be asked by her to do this.
Which is very exciting.
It's so exciting.
Very great. Excellent. So let's go ahead and welcome out our first two models. And off to either side of this, I'm actually going to start on my right side here. We have Jamie, who's wearing a bomber jacket. And I've obviously, when Kelly arrived, you all didn't see her, but she had on a really cute little black one. This is a great, fresh way to update your wardrobe for fall with that pop of color. I think, Kelly, you can...
This color is really in style for next season, and it's one of my favorite colors, actually. And it's a color that a lot of people are a bit frightened to wear, but it works really well with any skin tone because it really makes it pop. Like, any skin tone.
Excellent. And then also with her little mini dress that we're seeing that she's wearing there, I think, Kelly, obviously with the fashion shows that you attend and everything that you see, there's a big trend going on right now with all the Aztec and kind of the tribal inspired prints right now for fall.
Definitely so, and a lot of, you know, you can do a lot more with structure with prints like that. So, and it's different, and it's a big risk because it's a hit or a miss, if you know what I mean, when you put it on.
Absolutely. Well, Jamie, you look fabulous in it. We also just want to have you step forward and show everyone off your shoes too. Material Girl collection does include shoes, and these are a great leather with a little croc snake detail. Oh, wow, wow. Look what we have here. Miss Kelly's wearing them. Excellent.
Where did you get your sparkly wings from? Oh,
excellent. So then on Kelly's side we have Lauren, and Lauren is wearing one of the hottest trends of the summer, and that was the jumpsuit. We continue to see that go into fall again, and then again we see the Aztec kind of tribal reference with that pattern on there too.
And what's great about a jumpsuit for a girl that is more curvier is if you wear it and then you get an elastic waist belt and it cinches your waist in, it can make you look a hell of a lot skinnier than you really are. I do it all the time, trust me.
Excellent. And for us Chicagoans, this is also a great transitional piece because if you actually layer a blazer over that, you put a pair of booties or a little pair of boots with that, it gets us through a lot of the different seasons too. And also, Lauren, I just want to show that little bag that you have there, and can I just have you put that over your head and do it across your shoulder like that? So I think a lot of us have been seeing a lot of the celebrities wearing that, and Kelly, obviously being from the West Coast out there, you see a lot of the trends before we do, the whole crossbody bag.
Trust me, people don't dress that good in LA.
A little bit more relaxed, right? So you would say our Chicago crowd here is very fashionable tonight.
I haven't seen one person wearing yoga pants, so yes. So definitely.
Excellent, great. Well, thank you very much, ladies. And then we want to go on to some of our fashion questions for you also. Obviously, we're here celebrating Fashions Night Out tonight. What does that mean to you?
Do you know, it's such a great way, I call it fashion club night out. Because it's like, who gets to go shopping at midnight anywhere else? And it's like, in LA last year, they shut down the whole of Rodeo Drive, and it was just like one great big party going into every single designer store, and they sell little things that they normally don't sell, and you can find little tchotchkes, and it's just, it's so much fun, and you get to see fashion right before your eyes, rather than having to wait like 6 months before it's in the stores.
Excellent, and that's great. And I think for a lot of us here that work here, it allows us the opportunity to bring some great celebrities in for you all to enjoy as well. So, Kelly, can I ask you, who's your fashion icon?
I don't really have one in particular, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I don't.
How about a favorite fashion designer?
Gosh, that's a tough one. I love Miu Miu, and I love a bit of everything, really.
Excellent. Well, that's a good answer. I think we can all identify with that.
You can find and even if it doesn't look the way you want it, you can make it the way you want it. That's what's so great about fashion. Like with this shirt, I added the shoulder pads because when you add a shoulder pad, it makes your waist look skinnier.
What?
How would you describe your own personal style?
I think I'm the girliest tomboy you'll ever meet.
Good answer. Okay, excellent. You've got a beautiful shade of lipstick on tonight, so
it matches my shirt.
Now, we also know that over the time you've experimented with a lot of different hair colors, which we love about you.
I don't think there is one hair color that I haven't had.
Have you had a favorite?
Probably my gray hair.
I love the gray.
I really liked it when it was gray, but my work didn't, so I had to change it.
Well, she's a glamorous blonde on Fashion Police now.
Well, I was born a blonde, so.
All right, excellent. So now I'm just going to throw the camera right now over to Laura Shera, and Laura Shera is actually going to do some live questions for us.
Hey, thanks guys. We are coming to you live from Macy's on State Street in Chicago, and we are very fortunate to have a very fashionable guest with us this evening, Miss Kelly Osbourne.
Hello.
Yes, give a round of applause for Kelly. All right, everybody hold tight. I guess we're going to be live in 30 seconds. Right here in my ear, so I apologize.
All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll do another question for you, Kelly. So any must-have items in your closet?
From Material Girl?
In general.
Oh, in general. You've always got to have a good blazer, a good pair of jeans, and a really great pair of shoes.
Great.
Because you can buy the cheapest outfit in the world, but if you have an expensive pair of shoes, everyone's going to think that what you're wearing is head-to-toe designer.
Great. All right, Laura, we'll go ahead and go back to you. I'm sorry.
All right, so we are here at Macy's on State Street in Chicago. We are very fortunate to have a very fashionable guest with us this evening, Miss Kelly Osbourne. And I have to say, Kelly, that you're looking very fantastic this evening.
Thank you so much, as to you.
Thank you, and I love that we've seen so far. We have a few questions from the audience here tonight, and the first one is, how does it feel to be asked by Madonna to be the face of her Material Girl collection exclusive to Macy's?
Hand on heart, can honestly say it was one of the biggest honors of my life to be asked by Madonna and Lourdes to be the face of their brand, and it was life-changing for me. Like, my idol asked me to be the face of her brand. Like, it's like, pinch me, is that really happening?
Okay, great. I'm going to have Laura share my microphone with me real quick here.
Hear me.
Okay, we're going to try this with this microphone. Technical difficulties a little bit this evening. All right, so the second question from the audience tonight is, do you have any favorite pieces from the collection?
I have quite a few favorite pieces. This top is actually one of my favorites. I love it. It sparkles, and it's one of my favorite colors, coral. And it's the most random thing ever, but there was this one denim shirt they gave me from the first photo shoot, and I wear it with almost everything. I never pack a suitcase and not bring it with me. It's like I sleep in it, I wear it when I'm at the beach, I'll put it under something in a suit jacket and wear it to like a meeting, wear it out. Like, I don't even know what it is about this one denim shirt, but slightly obsessed with it.
How do you feel about the whole denim on denim look? Are you thumbs up for that or thumbs down, considering you have a denim shirt?
Well, do you speak of the Canadian tuxedo, or... do you know, if you do it right, it can look really great, like that old American 1950s denim on denim, but it can go drastically wrong, and you can look like a dad from the 1980s.
Well, that's very true. Well, that is going to wrap up our questions from the audience, so back to you guys.
Excellent. So Kelly, we have a few more questions for you then. Any retail weaknesses when you go shopping?
Shopping is my retail weakness. I can't handle it. Just from walking from the elevator to here, I'm like staring like everything, like, ooh, what's that?
It's like kids in a candy store, right?
No, it is. I can't help it. I love clothes. I think that probably might be the girliest thing about me.
Okay, excellent. I think that I would agree with you on that one too. So we're going to go back again to a few of our fashion models, and off to my right-hand side here we have Jamie, and Jamie is showing us another big trend for fall, Kelly, and I think that we have two important colors up here, and that's blue and red, right?
Navy blue is so hot this season and can look great with everything because you can mix it with so many colors that you never really would imagine. You know, fluorescent pink and navy blue looks amazing. Gray and navy blue looks amazing. And that's what I love about this line, is that each piece is so versatile. You can wear it in so many different ways and no one knows that you're wearing the same thing twice.
Yep. And I think that you can look at the model too, and both the things that Kelly just mentioned with the fluorescent yellow and the pink. Obviously the model's wearing that tonight.
I didn't even see that part on it.
Look at that with the beading detail on there. And then we also have...
I just made myself really look like I know what I'm talking about.
So we have it with a short pair of shorts tonight. It has a little bit of a metallic detail on there, but again, just as a reminder, I know we're all thinking we're getting towards the end of the season. Layer this with thick black tights, some leg warmers, a little pair of booties, and you'd be all set for fall. And then off to Kelly's side here, we have that great pop of color of red. So again, we're talking reds, burgundies, reds, strawberry.
Bright colors.
Great. And we have a little bit of, again, the embellished gold detail on there, but it'll show taking right into holiday.
Every time I do one of these things, I'm like, how come they've not sent me that? Like, I'm looking at everything and I'm like the ring, I want that.
Well, we can help you with that tonight. Absolutely. So we have it paired back with a little mini, and again, the attention to detail on there. We have the exposed zipper up the front, and then again, can we have you step forward and just show us your little shoes too? So again, another version of what Kelly's wearing, and those are again leopard print, huge for fall.
I have them, I love them, they're so comfortable.
Great.
I have to say, Material Girl shoes, when they first started, were not that comfortable and I couldn't wear them. Now, I can run in them. Like, these are my go-to black heels because I can wear them all day and my feet don't hurt.
And they're great because they've got a stacked platform, a nice...
And they make me tall.
Absolutely. All right, ladies, thank you very much. All right, Kelly, so right now we know that you're on a very, very special show, Fashion Police, which we all love. So we really want to know some of the dirt on what goes on behind the scenes.
Oh God, I don't know if I'm allowed to say on the microphone.
What is it like working with Joan Rivers? I would imagine it's a complete, absolute hysteric.
Joan is the most fun woman I have ever worked with in my life. I learned so much from her. She's so professional, but from the minute we walk in the door and to the minute we leave, we do not stop laughing. We do not stop laughing about like the dumbest things as well. And like, it's the stuff that goes on in the breaks that you're kind of like, uh-oh, I hope they didn't get that on camera because that would be like our career's over, like done. Because, you know, the jokes that sometimes can be a little inappropriate and not for TV, but there is never a dull moment over there, and I love my job so much.
It shows, and I think that the cast with you and Juliana and George and Joan, is there any funny behind-the-scenes stories or pranks that you guys pull on each other, pet peeves that you try to really twist that knife in them?
Oh, me and George have started to become like brother and sister. Like, he'll say stuff and I'll remember it, and I'm like, well, you said last week that you didn't like that. Why do you like it this week? And just little things like that to wind each other up. But mostly it's like we all really get along. We really do, and I can't say it enough, it's the most fun job I've ever had.
Well, it's a great cast and we all have a great time watching you.
Thanks.
So,
and the thing is as well, is that you never know what Joan's gonna say.
I can certainly sense that.
Each time you think like the joke is done, there'll be like one more line and you're like, oh my God, how do I react to this? Because if people think that I think this is funny, then I'm gonna get killed. And if I don't laugh, then I'm being fake. So I sit there and I'm like dying in my seat. I get like a sweat mustache and I'm like, oh God.
Well, it seems like a lot of fun. I'm sure you go home with your stomach hurting every night.
Right? I do. It's a good ab workout. It really is.
Well, I know that also we talked about earlier too, but obviously you have the opportunity to meet a lot of celebrities. Has there ever been anyone that you've met that's actually kind of made you very excited when you met them? Like, I can't not believe I'm talking to
Liza Minnelli.
Liza Minnelli, that's a great one. Absolutely.
Liza Minnelli. My mom is like, brought me up with musical theatre and show tunes and all that, so I got to meet Liza Minnelli, and then a year later I got to meet Joel Grey because his daughter's on Dancing with the Stars, and I had got a little tear in my eye and I was like, oh my God, you idiot, and had to turn around and walk away.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I'm sure you did great. Had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Excellent. So if you had the opportunity to style any celebrity, who would it be?
I don't want to style any celebrity because that's the way they want to look. So why should I change them?
Okay, good answer. Excellent. Obviously we're getting ready for a time that we all enjoy, which is the Emmys and the Oscars. Obviously you'll be doing a lot with the Emmys as well.
I already had to do my dress fitting because there's been so much controversy this year over which designer is giving to who, and you know which designers will actually let you wear their dresses, and we had to do our fitting so early, but it's very, very exciting. And since Fashion Police started, like before, we'd have to beg people to give me a dress. And since Fashion Police, they're like, here you go, and they're like chucking these gowns at me, and I'm like standing there trying them all on. I must have tried on 50 dresses, and then the last one I tried on, I was like, yeah, this is the one.
Can you share with us who that is, or is okay, surprise? So
I'm not allowed to.
Tune in for the Emmys to make sure that you see what Kelly's wearing for that. So very neat. So we actually have 2 more models that we'll actually invite back out again. And these are our final looks that we're going to show you up on stage this evening. So again, I think that we can all relate to a lot. Right? Exactly. So we're seeing a lot of body conscious styles again, which again is a nod to the 80s. And off to my side here, we have the little dress, which is $38. It has a great little gathered waist with a sheer detail on that. And then again, the statement necklace. Is that, would you call that an accessory that we're going to see a lot of this fall?
Oh, yes, I love it. It's so good. And a tip to girls who feel a little bit uncomfortable about wearing something with a cutout, go and buy yourself a strapless leotard, put that on underneath, and no one will know the difference.
Right. Excellent. And then off to your side over here, we have again a little body conscious dress that has the exposed zipper front and the detail in the front. And then again, we see the little graphic tee, and it definitely has a boxy 80s cut to that. And I would say that really captures what Material Girl is all about. It's mixing the patterns, the prints, the different shapes and silhouettes together.
You know, I'm a huge fan of mixing floral prints with stripes and every color of the rainbow together in a different way, because you can always make it work. Sometimes you can go too far with it, but at least you're having fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, ladies, thank you very much. Kelly, we enjoyed having you so much here tonight in Chicago. I know we have a whole group of people over here to my side. You guys want to wave and yell and say hi to Kelly? Those folks are all going to be coming up shortly to have an opportunity to meet Kelly in person. But before we do that, we are actually going to go to E. And actually, Kelly's going to be taping a live segment. So if you guys all want to stick around for a few minutes, we're going to be panning the audience so you all have a chance to be on Fashion Police.